Hello everyone, so I'm back for another doll tutorial repair video, and today I am going to show you how to fix a broken Barbie neck. I've already done a video like this before, a long time ago, but I will give a link to that video, but it was a different technique I was using. So when your Barbie's neck cracks like this, I was basically going over how to fix it. So, and I got several comments on that video, like, why don't you just rebody them? Well, like with Barbies that have a special type of body, like this Ocean Friends Barbie, she has the wetsuit that disappears. So, and also, like I say, but like I always say, there's not enough bodies to go around, especially not 90s Barbie bodies. So it's best to just restore them so they can stay as original as possible. Some people like to rebody every single doll they own onto a made-to-move body, but, just my personal preference, I don't, because I like for my dolls to be historically accurate. So I like for them to have all their original parts. So what you're going to need, this is a new technique that I'm going to do, which is basically going to seal the neck joint, which is right here. It's going to seal it in place. I used to repair the chipped Barbie necks to where they could still pivot, but eventually they crack again. And this prevents them from ever cracking again. So you got your neck joint, and then here's the piece of her neck that broke. I had repaired her neck once before, but of course it cracked again. So, and you also want to make sure that you're using brand new super glue. Definitely not super glue that expires or that's expired. I think it's like you have like a month, maybe not a month, maybe a few months to use a tube of super glue before it expires, and that basically means that the glue is just going to become weaker. So like you can still use it, but it won't be as strong. So you'll need super glue, a nail file, and if the pieces are stuck inside your doll's head, I went over that in my other tutorial on how to get the piece out, but you can use pliers, tweezers. You just have to wait until, you just have to shake the head, the Barbie head, until this round piece comes out the bottom, and then you can get your tweezers or pliers and pull that piece out. And of course I have cut the prongs off. So usually there's two little hooks that go off the side, but I cut them off. So I've already pulled the thing out of her head. So the fingernail file is to file this. You see how shiny that is? We want to basically get rid of that. So you're going to just file it down. And you're going to do it like all over the bottom so that when you glue it in, the glue has something to grab onto. Otherwise, it's just going to slip off of that shiny surface. So I will come back when I've got it filed down. And just for the heck of it, I thought I'd give you guys a little glimpse of what I'm doing, so you know what to do. So I'm just basically taking it and filing all the edges down, going from left to right. And you're basically just trying to take away that glossy surface. So, I mean, that should be good enough. So what you want to do next is you want to get your doll's body. And if you don't have the neck pieces, you can always just glue this in place, and then you can position it in a way to where when you put your doll's head back on, it won't show. It's even better if it's in the back, like if it's chipped in the back, because her hair and the rim of her neck, like the neck hole, will cover it. So yeah, just in case you don't have the pieces, you can still glue this in. So you want to get your super glue, and it has to be super glue. You don't want to use like hot glue or anything like that. This is basically the strongest stuff. You just want to basically, it would help if sometimes this happens to super glue. Yeah, it'll get a film like a layer of film over the, it'll get like a layer of dried glue. There we go. So you basically just put it all around. Here, put my glue there. And then you turn it. And then you put some glue right here. If the glue would come out. Sometimes it doesn't want to. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. My nieces are being little butt heads. They're kind of being weird right now, so. Yeah, this glue is pretty new, so it's already trying to glue in place. And I'm just gonna put some down in there. Just for the heck of it. Put some in there. Yeah, the glue doesn't really want to come out, so. But now, I have another tube here, so I guess I could use that. Because I got this glue from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, see, this one's even worse. It has all that dried up glue. So let's see if this will... Oh, yeah, that's more runny. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's really coming out. So you're going to want to go around where it broke. And then you're going to want to take this piece, make sure this piece goes through that hole, that part of the neck. Line it up to which position it broke. And then you press. And last time I did this, I used my fingers to do it, but you can use the end of this to like push it, to hold it so you don't get glue on yourself. I'm doing this all off camera. It's kind of hard to film tutorials like this. Okay, there we go. So it's in place. Her neck has already previously chipped, but whenever her neck could still turn, that didn't really affect it at all. So I'm basically just going to I'm basically going to put some glue all around there. Put some around here. Put some over here on that side. And so, yeah, a little piece of her neck did come off again, like that teeny tiny little piece, but it doesn't matter. Because her head, the rim of her neck hole is going to cover it, so it doesn't really matter. So now I will come back after this is dry, and we will put her head back on. Okay, so I am back, and the glue has dried. As you can see, it's all dry. Yeah, and I would definitely recommend taking any clothes off your doll. That's what I should have done. Fortunately, I didn't get any glue on her clothes, but yeah, definitely recommended that your doll is nude whenever you are doing this, unless of course they have molded on clothes, which then you can't take them off. But here we go, and I'm going to put her head back on. And there we have it. So obviously it's not going to look perfect. You can still see a crack there from where it broke, but that is super tight, super durable, and it's built to last now. It is a shame that she can only turn side to side. But it is what it is. I mean, you know, when your dolls get chew marks or something, I mean, I have a tutorial for that. You can put their limbs in boiling water to make it reshape, but it's not going to look absolutely perfect. You know, sometimes your dolls over time are just going to have battle scars, and sometimes you have to learn to like them the way they are. I mean, you can rebody the same doll hundreds of times. I mean, because every body is eventually going to break, and even if you rebody every single doll that you have, the skin tone isn't always going to match, especially if the doll is like if the doll, let's say you had the same doll and the head was made in China and the body is Indonesia, the skin tone isn't going to match. And even with a newer body like this one, you could rebody her onto a newer body, but even this one is starting to crack. It's starting to get little fractures, so, you know, you just have to keep that in mind. So here's some other dolls that I've done this to lots of dolls, lots of different ones. So both of my cut and style redheads, you can see that. And that is like super durable. You can tug on that all day and it's not gonna. And basically these dolls' necks have never chipped again. That one. My Palm Beach Leah. My Palm Beach Leah is a perfect example. Her neck cracked and it chipped so many times until I eventually glued it in place. So yeah, her neck joint has been glued in place for years now and it's never chipped again. So yeah. So anyhow, it fixed her. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. More videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.